Joe Mackenzie here. This is a story about timing and time and not rushing things. And as usual, it shows me in an unflattering light. But let's do it anyway. So here's the story. The story is my daughter was very, very young. And Tom and I were very hands-on parents. You know, we had one single child and we were determined to do this thing right, whatever that means. So anyway, we were very, very we're very listening parents, if you know what I mean. We wanted to have a happy child. That's what everybody wants. So when she was 3, 4, 5, 6, etc., we put her to bed, and she always wanted the hall light on. And if we turned off the light after a period of time and she hadn't fallen asleep, there would be this voice that said, "Turn the light back on." So this went on for a long time, and it went on beyond what I remember as being her elementary school years. So, I consulted with friends, comparison, because nothing's going to make you feel worse as a parent than a comparison, right? So let's get on that. And then I had one realization somewhere along the line where she had been, a thumb-sucking baby. And I remember not being able to stop that. And then sort of saying to myself at some point, no, it wasn't even me, it was my father-in-law who said to me, she will stop. She'll stop in her own time. He was so much smarter than me. So of course, she did stop in her own time because as he said, you never see a bride walk down the aisle when, sucking their thumb, which is true. People learn not to do that. So this thing with the light kept happening, and Tom and I finally, we just gave up. We just, I think we even said to each other at one point, I guess, she's just always going to have to sleep with the light on. This is just something that, happens, we accept her, and that's just the way it is. And then sometime, probably when she was in middle school, way past even thinking it was an issue anymore, just never gave it a thought. We put her to bed, say goodnight. And I'm out in the hallway, and then you know what's coming. So the next thing that happens is I hear her yell, "Would someone turn that darn light off? It's bothering me." And Tom and I was up at the top of the stairs, Tom was at the bottom of the stairs, and we both looked at each other with, did we just hear what we just heard? And we about died. The two of us just about died. We couldn't laugh so that she could hear us, so we had to, hold it in. We both got, down to the living room or something and just died because it was just the funniest thing ever. All our thinking about it, our strategizing about it, all of that meant nothing. This kid was going to decide at some point that she didn't need the light on anymore, and really, quite frankly, made us realize how ineffective our parenting in the end was going to be. We could do the best we could, but in the end, everybody becomes their own person. And we should have known this because we have dogs, and basically the dogs run this house. Anyway, we have the collie Fig Newton, and as Tom says all the time, he says, Fig is on Fig time. So you open the door to let Fig out, and it's like, this is Fig time. It's always going about this pace, so that even in the morning, when he should be hungry, and you say, "Hey, it's breakfast," here's Fig, And we call that Fig time. He's not in a rush, and he's not stopped. He just is on his own time, Fig time. And, I got to learn from the dogs. So the point of my story is today I'm not getting down to painting, which I've been missing like crazy because I haven't done it. I think this is almost like 6 days now. And that is why I do say keep your paints wet. It's really hard to stop painting and then get back into it. And so I'm struggling with that. But instead of pushing and trying to make it happen, I'm going to let it come in its own time. And I think that time will be soon. So that's my tip for the day. Remember to keep the whites of your paper white, your paints wet, mask for value, mix for color, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.